Audio 1.01.
Hello and welcome to Who Am I? I'm your host, Jamie Walker.
And I'm Ginny Cox.
This week we're focusing on identity, all the different elements that make us who we are.
That's right. So we've been interviewing people out on the street, asking them how they would describe their identity. And we've had some really interesting replies.
Tell us a bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Mateo and I am a journalist. I'm 34 years old and I am Brazilian. My mother tongue is Portuguese, but like many Brazilians, I have mixed roots. I'd say that my identity is made up of lots of different things.
What do you mean?
So, my mother is half Brazilian, half Italian, and my grandmother was Italian. So, I actually have an Italian passport, and I spent some time living in Italy when I was younger.
Oh, right. So, do you feel that there is an Italian influence on your identity and your personality?
I don't know about my personality so much. Is my personality connected to my Italian background? I don't know. But I think there is an influence on who I am as a person. You know, the things I do in my everyday life. Like, Italian families love getting together in big groups. That's not something I really enjoy. I do enjoy cooking Italian food though, and I love going to Italy on holiday and speaking the language. So, yeah, I guess the fact I've got Italian heritage is part of my identity, definitely.
And how about the UK? How long have you been living here? And do you think it's influenced your sense of identity at all?
So, I've been living in the UK for over 20 years now. But I wouldn't say I feel particularly British. I mean, my wife is British, my kids grew up here, and I speak the language pretty fluently. But I guess my identity comes more from the place where I grew up, which is Brazil. I definitely feel more at home with my Brazilian and Portuguese friends. And when I listen to Brazilian music, it goes straight to my heart, you know? Like, it makes me think of everything I grew up with. The food, the language, the people. All of that forms a big part of who I am.
So, tell us a bit about yourself. What do you think makes you who you are?
So, I'm Hannah, and I'm originally from Korea, but I've lived in lots of different places around the world. Mainly the USA, but also Hong Kong, Australia, Germany. Now I'm based in Amsterdam, in the Netherlands, which I love. I've been learning Dutch, but it's really hard. So I've always worked and traveled a lot around other countries, and I would say that all of these different places play a part in who I am, far beyond the idea of nationality or belonging to one single place. All of these places and the languages have contributed to the person that I am now.
What do you mean?
You know, in terms of how I eat and how I choose to live my life. I think there's a lot of Asian influence there. A lot of my favorite dishes to cook are Korean, for example. But I think my identity comes more from my own experiences, the different jobs I've done, the people I've met. I guess my family probably influenced my personality a lot too.
Can you give me some examples?
Yeah, so my father is pretty stubborn, and I've definitely inherited that from him. I don't think I've inherited anything from my mom. She's very organized and a great planner, but I'm really not. They've both had a big influence on my attitude to work and studying, though. When I was at school, they encouraged me to work hard, and I suppose because of that, I've always been really focused on my education and my career. even though none of my siblings are. I guess I've always been pretty ambitious.
And how about your career? Would you say that's influenced your identity at all?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a journalist, and that's a big part of my self-identity. I guess at the end of the day, we're all different, and there are lots of influences. Everyone is an individual with different life experiences and different stories to tell.